Congratulations on choosing to pursue a career in neonatology. Our mission at the University of Virginia is twofold. First, we train pediatricians as expert clinical neonatologists by providing them with a solid experience in pathophysiology of neonatal disease and evidence-based care. Over the course of the fellowship, our fellows are exposed to both the bread and butter of neonatology, but also have a vast experience in the uncommon conditions. Our second mission is to provide an educational, scholarly experience that prepares fellows for future success in an academic neonatology career. Our faculty have a wide array of interests and are fully committed to the missions of our fellowship, and our fellows are considered an essential members of our team and our work family.
We are a 54-bed, level 4 quaternary care NICU that serves Central and Western Virginia. We are one of 30 programs from across the country that has been ranked by U.S. News & World Report as one of the top 50 NICU programs for the last 9 years. Approximately a third of our nearly 800 annual admissions are transported by our neonatal emergency transport team from surrounding NICUs and community hospitals. Fellows are encouraged to be an active part of our transports and from the beginning lead all of our transport calls. They're also encouraged to participate in transport of either extremely low birth weight infants or those requiring significant resuscitation or possible ECMO cannulation. Many of our transports come from throughout the Mid-Atlantic region for high complexity multidisciplinary care, such as for the state's first neuro-NICU program or for one of the East Coast's best cardiac surgery programs. Additionally, fellows learn firsthand as the primary physician on how to initiate and run an ECMO circuit for non-cardiac NICU patients. Our NICU at UVA also has innovative and new programs for fellows to learn firsthand. For example, in collaboration with our radiology department, we have developed a new curriculum to learn how to use point-of-care ultrasound for line placement, and we've also begun to use aerosolized and less invasive surfactant administration in both research and clinical protocols. The NICU is home to NIRS monitoring, both oscillatory and jet high-frequency ventilation, as well as NAVA and conventional ventilation. We are also very invested in predictive monitoring with the use of HERO for early sepsis detection. Another unique program that fellows are encouraged to participate in includes remote home monitoring for specialized infants. This program has allowed many of our infants to be discharged sooner without losing NICU specialized care. As part of the clinical program, fellows also participate in long-term follow-up with our developmental pediatricians and therapists.
Our fellowship program offers rigorous research and scholarly experiences through which trainees acquire the skills necessary for future success in an academic neonatology career. A wide variety of research experiences are available to fellows in bench, translational, and clinical research. These opportunities are offered within the Division of Neonatology, as well as through collaboration within the Department of Pediatrics and other schools across grounds, such as nursing and engineering. Many of our fellows also participate in clinical research, whether in an NIH-funded clinical trial such as Vent First, or through the development of a single center research project. Our fellows are closely mentored to enrich their academic experience. Several of our faculty are involved in predictive monitoring research in collaboration with faculty across departments and UVA's newly established Data Science Institute. Other academic pursuits such as ethics, quality improvement, and global health are also career paths that former fellows have chosen. Many of our fellows have worked closely with other divisions such as infectious disease, gastroenterology, and nephrology in both basic science and clinical research as well. Our goal for fellows is to achieve success both academically and personally such that when fellowship is completed, they are on the career path that is the best fit for them.
Sharice, you've been here for a couple of years now through residency. I was wondering why you wanted to stay here for fellowship too.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like Angie said, I am now officially a triple WHO. I've been here for medical school, residency, and now as a first-year fellow. And a lot of the reason why I decided to stay at UVA is because of the amazing teaching that happens at UVA. I really do feel like UVA is the place to be if you want to be a teacher, and I think that reflects in the amount of teaching and education that we get from our faculty. And I experienced that as a resident, and now as a fellow, I want to be a part of that as well. What about you, Angie? Tell me why you chose UVA.
For me, it was really about mentorship. On my interview day, I could see many faculty who I could just see as perfect mentors for me in all my interests, that being basic science, neuroscience, global health, all the things I really wanted to do as a neonatologist, and for that reason, it just felt like the right fit for me.
Okay, so tell me what a day is usually like for you as a fellow.
Yeah, on service as a fellow, it's a really busy day, but it's a very exciting day too. We typically start the mornings off with didactics and teaching. It's a really great time to learn how to be an educator to the residents, but also the APPs and the entire team. After that, we go into rounds. We have 2 multidisciplinary teams that are each led by a fellow. Throughout the day, we have a lot of opportunities to perform many procedures, and we also are leaders on the transport calls, which has been a great experience learning how to direct transport in and around the region and the state. One of the most special things about UVA is how much fellows are leaders in the unit. One of the things that I've enjoyed the most is learning how to manage ECMO in the unit, which I think is a rare opportunity for many neonatal fellows these days.
So when you're not on service, what does your research time usually look like?
When I'm not on service, I do bench research. So I work in the laboratory of Dr. Jennifer Burnshead, and we're studying hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. It's been really neat to be able to see clinical correlations between patients that I treat in the unit and things that I also see in the laboratory too. Charisse, you've lived in Charlottesville for 7 years now. What are some of your favorite things to do in Charlottesville?
I really like all of the outdoor activities that there are to do in Charlottesville. I like going to wineries and breweries, a lot of which have amazing views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I also like to go hiking when I have the time. I do have a son, a 2-year-old son as well, and so we like to take him on some of our adventures as well.
I definitely agree, Charisse. One really fun thing about being part of such a big university town is that you get to experience things from the university. For example, I went to my first Division I NCAA basketball game with one of my co-fellows. That was a blast. As someone who's not from Charlottesville, it's also been really easy for me to get around, to visit different cities, but also to go home. My home is near Washington, D.C., and it's really easy to board a train or even drive to Washington, D.C. Also, I really love the beach too, and we're only 2 to 3 hours away from the beach as well. So I really feel like I get a bit of everything living here in Charlottesville.
Thank you for your interest in the University of Virginia Neonatology Fellowship Program. If you have any further questions, feel free to visit our website or contact me directly.